My name's Gary Wyatt and I'm the founder of the BrainBox game company. On every Easter Sunday we have an Easter egg hunt, and we have two girls who absolutely love racing around the house trying to find Easter eggs. Now one of them is really good and the other is not. And so it led me to think, well, why? And what can I do about it? And so I started looking around for observation games in the marketplace, and I couldn't find any. So I thought to myself, hey, I develop games, I'll develop one. I added that to the fact that I do love geography. I've travelled a lot, I've lived in lots of different countries, I love different cultures, so I wanted to bring in the geography element to it. Ever since we've started, BrainBox Games has developed products that players of different ages and abilities can play together. And to me that's quite important. It's great when a 7-year-old can play with both their parents and their grandparents on a level playing field. And you can with BrainBox. And so it's a combination of those three things that led to the BrainBox range being developed. This is the first game in the BrainBox range. It's called BrainBox The World, and it consists of 70 cards, each one with a different country on the card. The object of the game is to win as many cards as possible. Now if I just take out a card at random, it doesn't matter which one it is, the top one here is Brazil, you notice on the card that you have its flag, its capital, you have images associated with the country, and a lot of geographic things like surrounding countries and seas. You pass this card to the player next to you. They then have 10 seconds to try and memorise as much of the card as they possibly can. And at the end of 10 seconds, you roll a die and the person studying the card has to answer that question. So for example, if you rolled a 5, they would have to answer question 5. If they're right, they win the card. If they're not, it goes back into the box, and then the next player picks out a different card. Now all the answers are always on the card itself, so there's no prior knowledge is needed coming into the game. So it's a very quick game in terms of rounds, so each round lasts between 10 to 15 seconds, and then it moves on to the next player. And so it's engaging, it's quick, and you can play for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, whichever you like. And the great thing about it is you'll learn something by the end of the game, and that's fantastic.